Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're very honored to invite Huy, the co-founder of CFTE. How are you, Huy?
Thank you very much.
Can you explain a little bit to our audience, what is CFTE?
CFTE is an education platform that helps professionals to get the right skills in the world of finance today. Because finance is changing so quickly, you need to have the right skills in terms of digital, in terms of understanding what is Finance 2.0, and where do you get these skills? This is what we do at CFTE.
And as we know, there's also a course called Around FinTech and 8Ls. Could you also explain a little bit about it?
Yeah, so it's a bit like here today we're at a drink for our alumni, and I ask a lot of our alumni, why did you take the course, and what did you like about the course? And a lot of people said, it's too confusing. What's happening in finance today is too confusing. You can always Google and find information, but what is the right information? For example, what is behind Bitcoin? What is blockchain? What is cloud computing? And so they wanted some structured course to learn that. So Around FinTech in 8 hours is this. It's a structured course where you can learn online at your own pace. And in 8 hours, you have the very strong foundations and you know basically what's happening in finance today.
Many financial students that are major in, let's say, finance or economic doesn't really teach FinTech in school. Do you see that change in the near future?
So I would love that to change in the near future. So I've been involved with some universities like Oxford or Imperial College, and that's where we started all the FinTech lectures. And the reason why we started that is that it didn't exist at that time. And what should really happen is for the whole education system in finance to be modernized and to include FinTech and technology. Unfortunately, it's happening too slowly at the moment, so it will take quite a while. And so that's the reason why we want to do it at CFTE.
Really interesting to see how the business world is accelerating at an exponential speed, where education is being a little bit more conservative in school. And then now we have companies such as CFTE that is pushing this online education together with the business world, so that even for the financial student, we hear that there are students as young as 18 years old that just graduated from high school, and as old as 65 years old that are still wanting to learn more about the FinTech world. What is one takeaway that you got from Money 2020?
Money 2020 this time is a few thousand people who came to Singapore and basically who want to create Finance 2.0 together. I would say two takeaways. The first one is that it's the first Money 2020 in Asia. So before it was in Las Vegas, then in Europe, and the first time in Asia. And we can clearly see the rise of Asia in FinTech and finance, more generally. The second takeaway, this afternoon we heard about Grab launching Grab Financial, just like we had before Alibaba having Ant Financial. What do we see? We see the rise of technology companies getting into finance. So this is a trend that started a few years ago, but which we're seeing more and more. So big tech getting into finance, I think might be one of the themes for this year.
What would you like to say to the Taiwanese community?
If we look at Taiwan today, or where we are in Singapore today, I think Singapore has been amazing in terms of growth of FinTech over the last few years. And what they're doing is that they're using technology to grow their financial service industry very, very quickly. I think that the same can happen in Taiwan, and I think this is a huge opportunity. We know that in the next 10 years, finance will be totally different. And the countries that leverage on that technology will do very, very well. And I think for Taiwan, I really wish that it will be, this is what we're going to see over the next few years, with much bigger use of technology and the ability to create a much bigger and much more modern financial system.
Thank you very much, Huy, for this interview.